And Pangos is the guy you want at the line. He gets them both down. 8-point game with 1:17 remaining.
I think you have to think 3 if you're San Francisco. I know, unless you get an automatic inside.
That wasn't an automatic.
No, it was not. So it looks like Gonzaga's going to seal the deal and finally get a win on this floor. First win in 4 years here.
It didn't come easy.
No, it did not come easy. And Mark Few is going to tell you that afterwards. He's got to feel pretty good about it now.
Well, I mean, it says something about his team. I think they showed a lot of character today because USF did make a really strong run. Tied the game here in the second half, and since that time, Gonzaga didn't look back, and they never let USF head them up.
It's really amazing that when you think about it, there have been only 5 teams in the last that have won 25 or more games, Barry, in each of the last 5 years. I keep saying that, but it is amazing that there's only 5 teams in the country, and 3 of them in the West Coast Conference.
No, that's right.
St. Mary's, Gonzaga, and BYU. And the other 2, of course,
yes.
Go ahead, Kansas and Duke.
Just going to say 16 free throws in the second half after none in the first half. Dickerson rolling to the basket, scores with a minute left, but a 10-point lead now for the Zags. Olenek has had one big game after another. This was no exception, and he does it just in every aspect of the game.
And he doesn't miss many shots. And that's the one thing you notice about Kelly Olynyk. Here he's blocking shots. He's had a big defensive second half. But he's a powerhouse going all the way to the rim. I mean, he does move people out of the way. And Olynyk, 12 of 16 in the game, Barry, with a variety of shots. That little one, he's got that little floater finger roll to the rim, and at 7 feet, he could just drop it. And you noticed he can't shoot from the perimeter. If you let him open, he's going to make a shot.
You know, the other thing I like about him is, I mean, he can put it on the floor and get by people. At 7 feet, he's very agile.
Well, you look at the points, and 12 of 16 with the 9 rebounds and 33 minutes played. And Mark Few, he gives him a little bit of a breather, not for long, but he does rotate because he's got a nice rotation with Dower and guys in the front line that he could put Elias Harris out there and Karnowski. Now, I know that Karnowski didn't have a big offensive game, but he's played well for him in spurts this year.
Yeah, there was a game. He had 22 in
Yes, he
one game.
did. Yeah, no, see, so he's, it's not like Gonzaga that the cupboard's going to be empty for them next year.
No, not at all. Oh, Dons are going to get a turnover here. So I haven't been able to quite put the final nail in the coffin, and Mark Few still barking at his team.
And I think if you're Mark Few and the Bulldogs now defend the perimeter, which they've done reasonably well, especially well in the second half. I mean, the first half, I think the Dons got some open shots.
All the way to the basket. Holmes too hard. Dickerson put back, no foul. And finally, it's down into the hands of Harris. And Harris is fouled by Tollefson. He's got 11 rebounds in the ball game. Already the number 2 all-time at Gonzaga in that department. So we look at where things stand in the West Coast Conference. Gonzaga remaining undefeated here today, 24-2 on the season. And both those losses fall into the forgivable loss category.
Well, in Illinois, when they were playing well early, they lost at home, which is a rare occurrence for Gonzaga. And of course, lost the Butler game on an ill-advised inbound play. They actually had that game won. I think Gonzaga, as we said earlier, has a real shot at going into the NCAA tournament as the #1 team in the country.
Could be.
Yeah, it'd be great for the conference. No doubt about that, to have a #1 team. Last #1 team was way back in '77. So it hasn't happened in a long time. I think Olynyk may make this one.
Could be a run out. With a flourish. Well, that's just kind of putting a period on a great afternoon for Kelly Olynyk. 26 points in the game. A big crowd of supporters for Gonzaga here at USF. The Olynyk Clinic, and he did put on a clinic today.
I think he had a mindset here of finishing this one fairly strong.
13 of 17 from the field. always around the ball, 9 rebounds, just gets his hands on a lot of balls.
Now the officials are going to a monitor. And was there some woofing going on after the shot? Well, what else can they be looking at?
I didn't think there was anybody else in the shot.
Well, I mean, after he scored. No, there wasn't anybody else in the shot. Now, watch after he scores right here as he's coming up the floor. Well, doesn't look like it.
No. I thought maybe they might be looking at hanging on the rim.
Well, it's true that you cannot hang on the rim unless you're doing it for protection underneath. And I just think at this part of the game, I mean, yeah, let's just keep playing.
Well, Olynyk, not that he didn't have to work hard. He can step out and shoot the 3 too, but today 7 layups and 3 dunks amongst his 13 field goals.
Interesting, Gonzaga going to zone. The only time they've zoned the whole game, they're zoning in the last 23 seconds because they're trying to negate a 3-point shot. And they figure, why not give them a 2?
And Doolin takes advantage of it, but a case of too little too late. 10-point game with 21 ticks remaining, 14 for Doolin in the game. And Kelly Olynyk says, we did our job, we got it done. And, you know, that's the other thing I really like about this team. Against St. Mary's the other night, an emotional game, was the guards who stepped up. Bell and Pango, 38 points between them today. They did it down low. It was Harris and Olynyk. And, you know, other times, other guys, Dower has had big games. He was the leading scorer in the game against Butler. You know, so that's what I like about this team. I mean, they are the sum of the parts, and they got a lot of parts.
Yeah, they can hit you from all different angles. And after this game, Barry, they go back home, and they've got Santa Clara, San Diego, and they finish at BYU. So you kind of like their chances, although, and then they've got Portland, right? So that's your next 4. So Santa Clara, San Diego, at BYU, and 3 of the next 4 at home. You know, BYU could be a minefield game because we know how productive and how they could score.
I think the difference in this Gonzaga team from some of the teams that Mark Few has had in the past is their depth.
Yeah, depth. And I think over the last 3 or 4 years, they've really, with Pangos and Bell, they've got a solid backcourt. And with Harris, who's a veteran, who's been around forever, gives them power rebounding and scoring inside and out. And Dower, we know, is productive, and they added all kinds of guys. And then you put in Kelly Olynyk, who is, I don't think the coaches, in fact, I asked, did you realize, the coaches realize Olynyk would have this kind of year? I don't think truthfully.
He redshirted last year.
He redshirted last year.
If they thought a lot of him, he probably went to redshirt.
And a year before, the guy only scores 5 or 6 points a game. Now, they were loaded, and they had guys up front. Certainly, he just couldn't get the playing time. But they would honestly say that he's having a much better year than they thought he ever would, and that's to Kelly Olynyk's credit.
Well, let me ask you this. If you were a coach going up against them, I mean, where do you say they're vulnerable?
I don't see Gonzaga with a lot of vulnerability. The one thing I think when you play Gonzaga is Olynyk's going to get his. I think you've got to do a good defensive job on the backcourt. If Pangos and Bell get off and start scoring, they're really difficult to beat. And the other thing that you might think about when you play Gonzaga is maybe some full court pressure, some traps, try to disrupt them, keep them out of the half court, because this is a team that can score. They look inside first with Elias Harris and Olynyk, and then they go inside to out if you help. So they're kind of old school that way, and the same with Dower. They've got some power inside players. It's going to be difficult. They're going to be a tough out in the tournament.
I think so too. You know, and then you got the intangibles, guys like Barham and Hart. You know, they're just guys who are diving for loose balls, and if they're called upon to score, at least Barham is very capable of doing that.
And you know, Drain Guinness, we didn't even talk about.
Yeah, they only played about a minute.
Well, he's a freshman, but he's a good one at 6'5". So and Shemek Karnowski, who has had some 20-point games, was not effective this afternoon, but that's not to say that when they play Santa Clara, he might come in and get 15 points. But that's what the great teams have. And the other thing we talked about is this is also a pivotal reason why Gonzaga is so successful. They make so many more free throws than their opponents. I mean, when you've got a team that makes more free throws than their opponents even attempt, well, what does that tell you? It tells you that they power you inside, they get to the foul line, they have great guard play, and they win a whole lot of games.
Tollefson long 3, it won't go. Harris runs down another rebound, and then is tripped up, falls over Dixon.
No, you got to congratulate the Gonzaga Bulldogs. It's been a brilliant year, great conference schedule. They win for the first time here. They've lost 3 years in a row. And Mark Few, can't say enough about Mark, and happy for him. He's such a wonderful person, and he's done a brilliant job at Gonzaga, and they got to really be proud of him and their program.
This is a good basketball team. It's a well-coached basketball team, and again, we pose the question: where are they vulnerable? I don't know. I don't see it. I'm not trying to tell you they're the best team in the country, but on any given day, they might be the best team in the country.
On any given day, they may be. And could you say this team you're looking at right here this afternoon? You know, this is a team that's got a real opportunity to make the Final Four.
Your point is well taken. They're going to be a tough out in the tournament. 26 points, 9 rebounds for Olynyk, 17 points, 13 rebounds for Harris. They just got it done in the backcourt, and they come away with a 71-61 victory. More information, including up-to-the-minute news, social media content, and championship information, all you have to do is go to WCCSports.com. Well, that's a wrap for us from here on the hilltop at USF. An outstanding game. Dons gave it a bit of a run, fall short by 10. For my partner, Dan Belwan.